Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Darktable. And in this video, we are going to see how to work with curves, so how we can work with this adjustment, and it is an interesting adjustment for a different reason. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Darktable is available. So if you want to learn Darktable starting from scratch with the curve structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, the session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. In the second link on the description, it is the website in with this YouTube channel. You can learn software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And secondly, on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So the first thing that I'm going to do, it is here, I will select my image and as an example, I will select this image. So after to do this type of work, you have different type of categorize. And when we go here, we're in the tone categorize, and in the tone categorize, you can have access to the tone curves here, but you can also work with the RGB curves. And you have just a little bit difference. It's just that when you work with the tone curves, you can change, for example, for the lab channels. And when you are in the RGB curves, you are going to focus only on the RGB channels. But the principle is the same. So the principle to work with the curve, the basics of the curve is the same. So I'm going to show you, for example, with the tone curves. After to do this work, first thing that you can do it is to activate here the adjustment. And when you activate the adjustment, you can see here the histogram will appear on the backgrounds of the curves. Here, this is my histogram, and the histogram is also here. When I take a look on this image, I need to see where are located the highlights and the shadows. The highlights are on the sky area. The shadows are on this area, so the shadows are on the rock area, and here on the ocean area, it's between midtones and highlights, and it corresponds to the curves that we have. So for example, we have a peak here corresponding to the shadows area. Here we have a peak corresponding to the highlights with the sky, and here a small peak on this area for this one. And how you can read these curves with the histogram on the backgrounds, concretely on the half left part you have the shadows, on the half right part you have the highlights, here this is the black point, and here this is the white point. After that you can add point on your curves. To add a point you can press Ctrl, left click, and you can add a point. After to add a point, if you have only one point and you move this point on the top, you will lighten all your images because you only have one point. If you go here, you will darken your image. The aim of the curves is to work with the exposure, the highlights and the shadows, but you can do with more precision for a simple reason that you can add more points. So here I can lighten, here I can darken. So now if you want to remove a point, you just go right click and you remove the point. So Control left click, you add a point, right click, or you can also go outside, you can remove a point. Now I'm going to place 3 points. Control left click here, and here we have interval between this point and this point corresponding to the highlights. And I will add another point in the highlights and another point in the shadows here. Now we have an interval between this one and this one if I'm moving this point. And why it is interesting, because now I'm going to impact only the highlights area because I created my interval. So here I will lighten only the sky or darken only the sky area. And if I move here, I created an interval from this point to this point, and we can work on the shadows. I will darken only the shadows or lighten only the shadows as well. What is the basic curve that you can create using this 3 points to increase the contrast? You move this point here, you move this point here, and this is a basic curve that you can use in any type of process when you use any type of curves adjustment to improve the contrast. To decrease the contrast, you do the opposite process. You move this one here, and you move this one here, and we can decrease the contrast, and you can adjust the level about how you want to decrease. So this is the process. So now, why it is useful also? Because here you can make adjustments, so add light shadows, but something that you can do, it is to add more point. And for example, if I go here, I can press Ctrl left click to add another one, and Ctrl left click to add another one, and I can create smaller interval. And if, for example, I'm moving here, like this, I created a new interval between this and this. So I'm inside the half light, but I'm inside the part with the most half light of my image. And if I move this one, I'm still in the half light, but in an area where the half lights are little bit bright, little bit less bright. So if I move here, I can impact with more specific value, and I can press Ctrl left click and I can reduce. I can create an interval smaller again. And for example, I can place more point and I can move like this, and I will impact more specific area in the sky, more specific area in the hat light, thanks to this one, or again this one, as you can see. So you can work inside the hat lights with more specific points. And this is something that you cannot do with a basic shadows at lights adjustment with cursor, because you cannot place more point. If I do this, it is same. I can press Ctrl left click, just like this, and I can work inside the shadows, but in area darker or little bit less darker in the shadows, because I'm adding more points. So for example, here it will concern only the parts the darkest in my image. If I zoom here, this type of part, and if I move here, I will impact only this part. So not all the elements. I'm going to show you again, because I reset the curve. I will press Ctrl left click, Ctrl, and I will add more point, once here, and maybe once here. And as you can see, if I move this point, I will adjust the darkest part in my shadows area. But if I move this point, it will be part a little bit lighter in my darkest, in my shadows, just like that. So you can also create some contrast only inside the highlights or only inside the shadows. This is the principle of this type of curves. And as you can see, it's pretty convenient. So that's it. This is how you can adjust, work with highlights and shadows. You can use the tone curves and you can make something with more precision, but you can also create very basic curves. This is the parameters. I can click here. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description. The complete course Darktable is available. If you want to learn Darktable starting from scratch with a curve structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course, different hours of training content to perfectly master all the Lightable mode and all the Darkroom mode, where all the adjustments are explained step by step in details. In the second link on the description, this is a website in with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels. And in the second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. For the next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.